Hello everyone, this is Judith with another video for Twin Flames. Yeah, I'm here for you, right? And today it's all about the fact that you are the key to end the separation between you, right? You are the key to ending zero contact between you and your twin flame. So I want to tell you a little bit about this. Want to give you an insight why this is and how this is. And as always, it's complex, but I try to break it down a little bit for you. So as you know, your twin flame is you. You share one higher consciousness, right? So this is why your decisions at the core are always the same. Yeah, you're not living the same ego lives, but your ego lives kind of have the same flavor. So the things that your twin flame is experiencing, you're experiencing them as well, maybe on a different level with other players in your life, but still it's the same, right? So if you experience your twin flame not communicating with you, then this is most likely you not communicating to yourself. And this is something that you cannot end from one day to the other. It's a process. That's what I want to talk about today a little bit, what this process looks like. Basically, I see a lot of twin flame teachers a little bit talking about what this looks on the outside, right? And then you kind of want to fake it on the outside, but that's not really, you cannot really jump to this connection with yourself. First you have to discover that you're lacking connection with yourself, because at first maybe you do not feel this at all. You're not aware of this, right? So the first step is really to begin to do the inner work. That's how we kick off the journey, right? Once we know that the inner work needs to be done, we can go for it. And along my journey, it took me a while to really find out about the journey, to gather informations, tools. I had other people doing healing on me, but then came this moment where I said, I need to go through the healing. There was a lot of pressure put on me by the divine in my life to force me to really do inner healing every day, almost every day, right? And this was what really made a difference along my journey. This was when things started to open up in my life and also with my twin flame. It was not, it's a process, right? But this is, everything starts to feel better. You start to be more confident. You start to be yourself. You also find your mission. This is something that comes with this. So if you are ready to do the inner work, or to step into maybe not doing it every day, but to commit to doing the inner work and clearing your blocks to union, right? Then I can offer you a 15-minute free spot. Check this out in my offers. You find them in the description box below. This is free. It's just 15 minutes for you to get clear on where you are on your twin flame journey, what needs to be healed. I can give you kind of a map, a short overview of what I see, what needs to be addressed and where you are and what your core wounds are, things like that. What I'm shown then, right? And how you could go about it, right? And for sure also the videos here on YouTube are in a way designed to to help you out along the journey, right? And stay tuned for free offers and things like that, right? It's always like a puzzle piece, and I found out a lot on my own, but I also had wonderful teachers, the twin flame couple, and I learned tons from this twin flame couple. And yeah, and so you will find your teacher as well. Maybe I'm your teacher, right? So yeah, and this is all about, of course, following your inner guidance, but also like kind of finding this place of communicating to yourself, of giving to yourself, of loving yourself, right? Because self-love is really the key to twin flame union. And so when it comes to the self-love, then this is blocked for us, right? So you might be in a place where you are not able to really connect to yourself, and this is because of the heart space is closed off. There's a lot of issues in all the chakras, right? When it comes to healing, so we have the work is complex, and we have to peel the onion. So we go from this issue to this issue to this issue, but finally what it's all about is about opening the heart, right? Letting love in. You're very good probably at giving love, at showing love. You're a loving person, you're empathetic, you have antennas for the needs of other people. But how about your own needs, right? What do you need? And sometimes you would maybe not even know. What is your favorite meal? What is your favorite place to go out? What is the way that you want to show up in the world in terms of what you wear? Is this important to you at all, or are other things important to you? And those are things where the twins are very similar, right? The things that are important to them, to both twins, are similar. And there are other things that both twins do not care too much about, right? So what are those things? What is your mission? What are you like drawn to? And we talk about mission, I talk about mission in the sense of service, right? What is your service to the world? This could be your profession, but this could also be something that you do without receiving money or something. Maybe you receive other rewards. It really doesn't matter what it is. For a lot of us, it is being twin flame teachers, or teachers who show people how to ascend. Because this knowledge is lost in a way, and we have to bring it back to society at large, right? Or to the people. It's not that we have a mission, we have to tell everyone. That's not what it is. But just by being on that path, we light up, and this light is kind of contagious. And then there are those like you who want to know, well, where am I going? How fast? In what direction? What do I have to do? How can I master all of this? And that here comes the teacher, right? But you can teach people you can be contagious in various places, right? So we are all pioneers when it comes to this, and each and every one will see how this plays out along the journey. But for sure, doing the healing leads to your mission, and sometimes it happens almost at the same time, and it's a good idea to unlock your mission, to just look for your mission. What do I want to do, and give it a try, and go for it. So it's first healing, inner healing, and then mission, and then observing what's happening along the path, what's happening to my field, my energy field, what's happening to my auras, what's happening to my spiritual gifts, and what's happening to my twin flame union, right? And it's always like your twin flame is basically always open to your true self, You're coming from a place of love, you're coming from a place of honesty, that your twin will always be open to this. And this is in a way also something where you recognize your twin flame. You can test this even, right? You can just send out a message, send out something and see what comes back. As long as you come from a place of love, from a place of your true essence, then your twin flame will respond to you, right? So and this is a very vulnerable place between the two of you, because there's so much fear involved. It's different than with other people, because it's our own fear that is mirrored, right, by this other person. And that's a very vulnerable place, right? And we have to be ready in a way to face our own fears. That's not an easy thing to do, and we have to give ourselves time. And then when you are at this point where you are asked to open up and be vulnerable, you will see how scary that is, right? Because at first along the journey we don't feel that. It's the ego is so dominant. It's just about wanting this other person, right? And what happens with the healing? It happens automatically, yeah. Just by doing the inner work, you come to a place of love, and then you don't want that person. What you want is true love, and you give it over to the divine to show you, to mirror this divine love to you. You really give it over, right? Because many twin flames also have a false twin flame experience, and it doesn't matter, right? You've done the healing, and you've been on your path, and the other person maybe as well, right? So it's all part of the journey. And yeah, give yourself the time to really open up, and when you have an impulse to communicate to your twin flame or to give something to your twin flame, then go ahead and do this. As I say, it's never wrong. What's wrong is only like expectation. And this is the reason for separation, right? This is the reason for us. When I say us, I'm talking about the so-called chaser, right? This is the reason for the chaser to go no contact with the twin, because we realize at some point that we are like communicating to the twin and always having a certain expectation. And this expectation, your twin flame cannot meet this expectation. It's not possible, because you share one consciousness. You're looking for love in all the wrong places, right? Outside of you. And as long as you look outside of you for love, then the twin cannot mirror this to you, because you come from a place of lack, from a place of saying, I don't have love. Give it to me. When you come to the place where you say, I have love, I am love, it's much bigger than that, really. It involves all and everything. It's really huge. So when you come from this place where you say, I am love, your twin flame is there and mirrors this to you. You are love. You are love, and you are loved. And you love, right? It's everywhere love. So yeah, so I think it's clear now why you are the key, right? You just have to turn around and give this love to yourself. Experience this love yourself. Be in love. And it's a process, and you get there. And you cannot skip the inner work and clearing all the wounds. And then it's amazing how things start to fall into place. And it's also amazing how the universe is going to help you along this path, how the universe is going to give you the time, first of all, to do this, how the universe is giving you the pressure, right? Puts you in the pressure cooker for you to really have no other choice but to do the healing, because otherwise it's too painful. And for some of you, this will be like the separation from the twin that is painful, and for others it will be a karmic partner that gives. It always depends on the specific wounds that you carry, right? Because some wounds, it's not the twin who is going to mirror them to you and to push you through those things. There are sometimes other players, and then for the rest of it, for the final heart opening, you clear the blocks that you still have to love, and your twin is mirroring those things to you then. And some people, they don't have this, they don't go to this through this pressure cooker phase with a karmic partner. They do it with their twin, and then it might be a shorter period of time for the healing, right? So it all depends where you are and what you experience, and what, not only what you experienced, but what you took on, because we're clearing for ourselves and also the ancestral line. We're clearing for the soul family. We're even clearing for the collective. So that's more complex, and much more complex, of course, also than the relationship between the two of us. Yeah. Good. This was a lot, right? A lot of insight in the journey. Let me know if you have questions. I really appreciate you being here. Let me know if this resonated by liking and subscribing. And I see you in the next video. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Bye for now.